Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Omotomo, and today I'm going to bring you part 2 of the Lord of the Rings mod pack for Civ 5. And now what I did is I went a little bit forward with my campaign just to not make it so boring with just using next turn with just random units. I'm going to explain a little bit in detail what the city-states mean related to Lord of the Rings. And I am going to discover a pantheon because I actually accumulated some faith from being friends with the Dorwinians. I think it's the Dorwinians, or one of the city-states, because I destroyed a barbarian camp that they want to destroy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to find a pantheon, and I'm going to relate it to dwarves. We're going to make it dwarfy, because we're going to be true to the race. And dwarves, all they care about is golds and riches. They have a lust for it, and that's why in Tolkien universe they kind of ended up being extinct from their greed. So let's choose one that kind of relates to that. So what we're going to do is let's take a look here. So is there anything that we get for mining or anything like that? So +2 faith from quarries, +1 happiness, jungle tiles, border growth, building wonders. I don't really see anything. We could do +1 faith for each copper, iron, and salt resource. This is a tough one. Okay, so what we're going to do is if we build a palace, we're probably going to get increased golds, increased production, and increased science. This looks like something that probably the dwarves would want. That's the only one I see with bonus golds, and alright, let's do that. So we founded our pantheon, and now our unit needs orders, so what I did is I got calendar, and I got, I think, bronze metalworking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start clearing out these tiles. I also got the wonder, and I will show you here. I got the Temple of Artemis. I actually didn't clear the tiles, I got that pretty fast. So let's return to the map, and let's start moving and building. Alright, so let's do that, and let's move this guy over here. We're going to have a plantation down for this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to protect our dude right here. Alright, so while we're next turning this, getting this through a little bit about what the city-states mean related to Lord of the Rings. Somebody already built pyramids, okay. Alright, so Dorwinian. Let me see here. Dorwinian was a area kind of by a river where their wine was actually, they're known for making strong enough wine to get elves completely smashed, because elves are really resilient to alcohol, and that's why, like in the movie, like Legolas just knocks Gimli to the ground with how much beer he drinks. So they actually make wine to make him pass out and like just get super hammered. Curimo is actually not an area in Lord of the Rings. Curimo is actually the name of Saruman for what his race refers to him, which I think he's part of the Maiar, I think, something like that. And let's take a look. Torch on Ghoul is actually another name for Shelob's lair. I think that's the name that the race of men gave it, and then it kind of like referred to Shelob's lair when she took it over. Shelob actually in the Two Towers, in the books and in the movies, she's in Return of the King, probably because it makes like better plot devices for the movies. Alright, so let's see here. Torch on Ghoul just gave us a new unit, that's always good. So with related to dwarves, dwarves love gold and stuff. I'm going to try to get this iron. They love mining, that's all they're about. So I'm friends with them right now, but probably later on, they don't have anything that would interest a dwarf. But these guys don't either. And Torch and Ghoul. Okay, they have cocoa. Alright, we're going to be pretty greedy, so we're actually going to sack any city-state that has this stuff and claim it for ourselves. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm probably going to take out this barbarian encampment. Because I think if I destroy it, I'll get these guys even more influence. So what we're going to do is we are going to move these guys right here. Alright, let's keep going. A little more about dwarves. Dwarves live for about they live for about 250 years, and in Tolkien universe and Lord of the Rings, you're not introduced to one dwarf. Dwarves are like a dying breed. It was Sauron's mission to destroy dwarves because they were so resilient to the rings of power that he gave them. Same with elves. And men were the least resilient. They all got corrupted into Nazgul, but I think dwarves didn't, neither did elves. And actually some elves held on to the rings of power for a long time. I know Galadriel did. And I think actually one of the rings was given to Gandalf that he reveals at the end of Return of the King. I think in the movies that was a little Easter egg too. At the very end of Return of the King you see it. He has the red one, I think, is on his hand. Yeah, I think he had a ring of power, but I don't think any of them used it because it would end up corrupting them. And I think all the dwarven rings were lost or buried somewhere. Alright, so we got mathematics. Alright, so build a catapult and allows you to get a courthouse. I wanted to rush this. Probably because if these guys start being unfriendly and stuff. As a dwarf, I want to get riches. We're all about the riches, so I'm probably going to start sacking these. And what I'm going to do is I don't want to take this guy, so I don't want to make him unfriendly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here. I'm going to be a little bit upset, but whatever. I want to clear out the barbarian encampments. We actually picked up honor, which increases our culture, so for killing barbarians. So let's, I'm trying to do this in like a hard way where dwarves don't really care about sailing, and you know, why not let the enemy come to us? So let's take all of this land and just build our riches and try to win that way. Just try to win till the end. Maybe it'll turn later on, but okay. So let's take a look of our technology tree. So we could construct lumber mills with construction, and we get Colosseum. And we get a composite bone. We're probably going to pick up ironworking because I believe this is our bonus, or our special unit is Guardian. And we could probably do that. Or we can construct lumber mills. You know what? I'm tired of seeing woods. I don't like elves. I don't want elves in here. After my riches, we're going to destroy all this, and we're just going to make it as barren as possible. So let's go pick up construction. Alright. Yeah, and, yeah, for dwarves, very few, yeah, I don't want these guys upset at me. Let's go this way. We're gonna go south, and we're gonna clear this out. And also, I'm gonna move these guys down here, because eventually I'm gonna move my settler, probably right here. This is such a good area. This is probably gonna be Moria, which kind of fits, because Moria is kind of in a mountain. There's no snow around here, but if the second city isn't Moria, I mean, I'm gonna be full on raging. So let's see here. Let's see what we get. We could get +1 production in every city and 5% bonus when constructing buildings. Improvement construction rate by 40% and worker appears near the city. You know, we could probably get the Great General and actually take one of these dudes' resources. I don't think we're close enough yet, though. We could probably actually take this sugar and this one when he's so out. So I'll save that for later. I mean, we still got a bunch of culture and we're killing barbarians, so let's actually. I'm going to be buying a settler next turn, so let's actually get another worker. We're gonna move him down as well. Alright. And so what we're going to do is we have enough gold right now. We're actually going to buy a settler. And we are going to extend our riches. Alright, so next turn, I am actually going to... After this guy's done, I'll start moving him. I want to get this out. So let's actually get a plantation right here. This looks good to me. And if you're kind of a little bit unsure about, you know, where you want to, if you want to, I don't know if anybody's read the books. Most people probably got introduced to Lord of the Rings as like a, even though the books were really popular, you know, the movies were even more popular. So what I would suggest is just skipping The Hobbit. I personally didn't like The Hobbit at all. It's too childish for sure for me. I mean, some of the scenes in the movie is kind of in that same route. That's probably why I didn't like it so much. What is up with this lag? Okay, so let's get Statue of Zeus, Greenery. Already have a settler. Let's actually build some walls just in case, maybe. Great engineering. I want to take over this whole land, including the city-states. So let's actually get the Statue of Zeus. And what we're going to do is construct our plantation.
You can found a new city with your...
Alright, so what we're going to do is we are actually going to move our settler right... I actually can't move him in that spot. That's actually separate tiles. Okay, so we are actually going to move him... I want to like a good... I think this spot... No, it's not near anything. Okay, we're going to move him right here. This is very good. Alright, next turn. So Kirimo's not our bros anymore. So what we are going to do is move this guy right here.
Your settler is...
I think our settler will be fine. I think, yeah. There's a barbarian camp that takes him nearby. We'll just retake him back. We'll use the spearmen. I don't think the barbarians will be spearmen yet. So next turn. We need to pick up the wine though. Dwarves love getting hammered. Surprised I haven't done that yet. So Torch and Gold desires a trade route, and it'll be our homies. I don't want to lose a bunch of gold for just building. We'll hold off on that for now. Okay, so we got our plantations right here, and he's building here. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna move this guy. We're gonna move him down right here as well. Alright. The city-states will forgive us right now. I mean, Dorwinian is still pretty friendly, so. Alright. So, next turn. Alright, world's most wonderful people. So number one, okay, so it's just me and the pyramids guy. I still have not met a single civilization, which they're probably going to discover sailing, because I'm not going to go for it. Man, these guys are like, yeah, there's no way I would need to get sailing. Okay, I'll just stick right here then. Oh wow, they have a... Man, I'm going to be really hindered with this stuff. Let's actually move this guy down here. I don't know why he stopped. So we got some dyes right here. Let's see. Okay, the ship moved. It's a galley, so I think it's just a unit. We should be okay. I'll move him here. I don't think I could attack him from here, and he could attack me. I think that was a bad move on my part. So we're definitely going to get these truffles, because in the vein of Gimli, dwarves love salted pork. So. Jesus. There's a lot of these guys. I think I saw a third one down here for a second. Alright. Alright, we're gonna do nothing for right now. We're gonna hold. So our workers need to move. We will move him down here again. I think he stops because he can't go in the same area as the settlers, and then it makes you reset your turn. I'm not sure. But we're definitely going to start building another city. Let's keep this guy on alert. Alright, next turn. I'm excited to see what other civilizations we're going to be seeing. I hope it's kind of in the same vein where you get like hope we get some like Gondor.
Three
and
things are to
Sauron.
be looked to in a building. That it stand on the right spot. That it be securely founded.
Alright, so I have construction.
That
Now we
it
can
be
do lumber mills for
successfully
forest tiles. Be cutting all these down. And now we got a Colosseum. When I maybe start sacking cities, it's going to lower my happiness by a lot to prevent golden ages. That's not good. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on building Colosseums in other cities to increase happiness. So I'm going to sit here again. Alright, so this is built. So now what we are going to do is we are actually gonna we're gonna rush over here. We're gonna get some wine. Alright, so now we got a new research. We could do forts. We could do the Great Wall. Yeah, we should definitely probably start doing currency. Let's take a look at our technology tree. And let's see here. We're probably gonna pick up guilds. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to pick up that's 19 turns though. Free technology with the library. What we're gonna pick is we are going to pick this is taking a while for me to pick. We're gonna go with currency. Alright, so now we got our worker, we're gonna move him down. Alright, and we are actually getting pretty surrounded. I'm gonna try to last as long as I can without sailing, see how it works. Dwarves aren't interested in boats. So we got our cocos planted. This is probably gonna extend out one more. We need to pick up the diamonds and stuff. How much is the tile? Alright, so now we're gonna fund our city. I wonder if it's gonna be Moria. I'm not sure. Spearmen. Alright, put you on alert, and we are gonna fund our city. Alright, so it's Khazad-dûm, which is, I think that's, okay, so I think actually Khazad-dûm is the capital of Moria. I think that's where they fought the Balrog in Fellowship of the Ring. So, actually put this guy down. And we are instantly gonna buy a monument to increase. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna move over here. Salted pork's always a good thing. Oh, we already have a plantation there. I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, we're gonna move right here then. Let's build a farm. And then we'll probably convert all this stuff to gold. So, gold is a good thing. That's all we want. greed is going to be our downfall, that's for sure. But yeah, I think Khazad-dûm, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, because, oh man, I'm a little rusty on this stuff, but I'm pretty sure that Khazad-dûm is the capital of Moria. I think Moria was the region. I think I was wrong on that. So let's see here. We need trapping for this. Alright, so actually, what is our technology? We are going to switch that. And for this guy, 19, we are going to hold him off in here for a little bit. Okay. Alright, so a little bit about, funny enough with Khazad-dûm, when Gandalf fought the Balrog, compared to the movies, in the book, he actually fell and he was yelling "Fly, you fools." There was no like cinematic. That was the better thing about. That's why I love the Fellowship movies so much. Peter Jackson did such a good job. That was so heartfelt, because I remember in the book I was like, oh shit, he fell. That sucks. But that part like makes me almost like tear up every time I watch it. It's so sad, even though you know it's gonna happen, but still. But actually, when he fought the Balrog, I think it was like for like 7 days when they fell into the river. He actually was naked in the books, like completely butt nude. Alright, so we're gonna keep him asleep until we discover trapping. I think this is all good for right now. Yeah, we don't have anybody to protect this though. That's not a good thing. We're gonna start building military. Start amassing an army. Somebody built a great library. Enemy is near. Alright, so we got our statue. All units gain 50% concentration when attacking cities. We're gonna be sacking cities soon, so that's a good thing. Let's see here. I'm not gonna do that yet. No. We're probably gonna get the mausoleum. You know what, let's go for the mausoleum. And in a few more turns, we're actually gonna cut down these trees once the dude is done. Alright. So a little bit about Moria when they actually went there. A little difference between the book and the movies is in the book, Pippin drops the stone. He doesn't actually it was actually on purpose when the orcs were alerted of Moria. And I am getting severely surrounded here. And there was no real epic battle like in the movies. The movies did a way better job at that. Gandalf actually used magic to create like a beam of light down the hallway that they were being attacked in, and they saw the cave troll. And I think Legolas shot a couple arrows through the door, and then they just ran. Alright, so we're gonna move here, get a mine going, and let's continue. I hope a civilization discovers me soon, because I really want to get into the nitty-gritty of the other civilizations. But yeah, I mean, you could use Wikipedia or the wikis for Lord of the Rings to find out this stuff, but a long time ago, my parents actually bought me The Complete Guide to Middle-earth by Robert Foster. It's a book, and I used that every time I read Lord of the Rings for things I didn't understand. And it's an amazing book. I guess it's not really relevant now because there's the internet, but back then, like, I was like kind of young and I was pretty lazy and my internet sucked when I lived at my parents'. So, let's see here. We're gonna go greedy and go for currency. Horsebacks, doors don't like horses, we ain't getting that. So, we actually could get iron right now, and I want to start building guardians and start taking over these cities. That's a good idea, so let's do that. Alright. We want to claim what is rightfully ours. But hands down, the Moria scene in Fellowship was the best scene in all of the Lord of the Rings movies. Even, and the extended version was even better. So these guys are about to go down. Our spearmen. Alright, we're gonna be holds. Not gonna try to go for archers either. We want guys with axes. And if the dwarves went into a more advanced civilization, of course they would get guns. That'd be silly. They're all about that kind of stuff. So let's actually go on defensive right here. Oh, I forgot to move my guys. Let's actually start doing our truffles for our salted pork. And then start giving it to Saruman if he's here. And then he could backstab us and take it all for himself. Jesus. I think we're actually getting culture for just doing this, so just leaving this up. Alright, so let's actually construct a camp. Alright, let's do that. Let's go ahead here. Alright, so miners is constructed, so now what we're going to do is we're going to wait 5 turns for this produce, probably pick up another wonder and start cutting down all these trees. And then with the... I want to start amassing gold so we can start buying units of gold every turn. Seems like a good way to go. Alright, because I didn't mess around. Let's spend my points. And what we're going to do... I don't want to clear it right now, it's just a waste. Okay, we're just gonna go right here and construct a farm. And later on we'll make it into... Ah, I totally forgot about the iron. What the fuck am I doing? The worst dwarf ever. So the downfall of the dwarves in Moria was that they just dug too deep. They were so greedy. And the Balrog of, I think the Balrog of Morgul. Balrogs are like lieutenants of, I think, Melkor, which is... he was kind of like Sauron's, like, original, like the leader of, like, all the evil people, whatever they're called. But then Sauron took over after he was destroyed. So. And then like the Balrogs were like the leader lieutenants. And I think the Balrog of Morgul in Moria had no relation to Sauron or anything. It was just like an evil guy. So now what we're gonna do is... What we can do is we could probably buy this, and then we could set a great general right here, which will take these two from this area. I mean, they're not even our friends anymore, and what's wrong with more sugar? Oh, they might take this. Maybe we could set it... Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get a great general. Alright. And we get Ivan the Terrible. I wish they changed. I guess I don't have a mod for this. I don't know if it was part of this, but I wish they did great generals that they got from the Tolkien universe. It's a little disappointing. What we are going to do though is we are going to I'm gonna make a citadel right there. So we're just gonna put him right here and park him for a second. And we got 5 more turns until we're grown. Alright, I'm gonna put on holds. And we are going to put him to sleep. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move him after that to ironworking. And then, alright. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, and this will be the end of part 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move a little bit forward till we discover our first civilization and go into detail of what they are related to the Tolkien universe, because I would like to know, I'd like to refresh my memory, I'm sure you would too. Alright, have a good one.